Hi, and much thanks that you guys ask so many questions and showing your love to my video I made last time. And here are some explanations to the questions why for that you most frequently ask. So the first thing is people asking why I was showing my in my maxroll planner. Wait a second. Here that I showed I'm using Alchemist's Boom and Arctic Armor, where the last video I was showing that I was using Arctic Armor and the Grim Feast. Where's the Grim Feast? Well, actually, the Grim Feast is gone because it only provides us some energy shield remnants. So when we are dealing map clearing, these remnants can recover our energy shield immediately to prevent some sudden death or accident death. It is not needed for bossing, and once we have enough casting speed and we have enough demon flame stakes, we have so many DPS, and we are nuking down everything. So we do not really need the Grim Feast. On the upside, because we are fully relying on our life flask combined with the eternal youth passive point, where our life recovery from flux applies to energy shield instead, to sustain our self damage or to counter our self damage. We want, if we are bossing, to have, if possible, 100% of flask coverage. So using Alchemist Boom, which will give us 0.25 flask charges per second, together with a belt, which gives us 0.17 charges per second, and the passive point from this guy here, Hell Traveler, which gives us another 0.1 charges per second. We got totally about 0.52. And here, if we also get some from our flasks, you get at the end about 100% coverage. Well, for the detailed calculation and to check if you got the 100% coverage, you can use the spreadsheet I've provided in my last video's link or this video's pinned comment. Okay, so actually we do not need the Green Feast, so we can deactivate it. But recently I have just noticed that this build, because we are keeping hurting ourselves using the mechanism from the Pyromantic Pact, so we actually weak to those high damage single hits, where I hoped that Arctic Armor could help to reduce such things, but actually, because the localization issue, where in my language, namely here the Chinese language, the Arctic Armor says that the melee attacks damage would be reduced significantly if I have stacks. But in fact, if I check the English version, it does not say that. So Arctic Armor is not really needed for our builds here. And I just decided recently to deactivate it and reactivate the Green Fist while having the Alchemist bombs on at the same time. Okay, this is an issue. And people also asking why I'm not listing the Frostbomb, the Eye of Winter, and the Lightning Rod in my macro guides. Well, it's actually just simply those support skills. You can choose whatever you want to use it to help boost your bossing damage, or you can just simply never use them. If you check my video last time, I actually didn't use all these skills, and I just kept spamming my Barrier Invocation. So my Comet. Okay, now here is actually a considered bug because GGG have stated it explicitly that the considered casting should only affect spells or skills that are casted with casting animation. While we are using barrier invocation, the animation of the casting from Comet are completely cancelled or skipped, meaning the Comet has basically no casting animation, and thus considered casting should not work. But it's also okay, as we do not really need these 50% more damage if we have high enough stacks, Demon Flame stacks. Alright, so now some people asking why, if you just check it, let me transform into demon form. So several people saying after the initial state, I could just like this, simply holding up my barrier invocation button and get it the loop for looping for infinite times. But several people are asking why it is not work for them. It is much possible, and they have to spam the frostbite or hypothermia, hypothermia for the loop to work, to get work. So this is most likely because you got your Infernal Flame way higher than the mana required to cast like 2, if you are aiming the 2 cast per self damage comets. Well, here you see it is 198 mana per cast. It still has to be multiplied with 1.5 multiplier from the spell echo, which will give like about 300. So you know, if I cast it now, I have the level 19 Comet plus 1 from corruption. It's just a small hint that the corruption level won't affect your mana cost. So you might need to subtract 1 level if you got the corrupted level on your gem when filling the table. Okay, so we have level 19 Comet, which costs 198 manas, and multiplied it with the spell echo, which shows, wait a minute. Here from this things, if we change it to 90, it says our true cast should not exceed 525 mana. And obviously, I have 992, and the loop will not work. So let me show you what happened if I cast it now. You see that my Infernal Flame are not filled up, and people spamming hypothermia because it helps to make to fill up their Infernal Flames, and that's why. Okay, people saying we are transformed into demon form, but still cannot get the loop working. Let me show you. Now the loop works, but if I use this ring, which gives tons of mana, which I believe the most of you are facing the same situation. Now I have 1200 mana, and which also again exists the highest damage mana I could use. It is 25 here. It says 1100. Let me show you now. So it's still not working, and you have to spend the hypothermia. And hypothermia, and that's the reason. How to counter that? You just simply try to reduce your mana below this part. And just to be honest, we have just found one behavior or one fact. This says we lose all Infernal Flame on reaching maximum Infernal Flame, or 10% of Infernal Flame per second if none was gained in the past 2 seconds. It actually detects whether we have cast a spell last time. And as we are using barrier invocation, we are sometimes not counted as casting spells, and which makes our Infernal Flame start to sink. And that is why I have secretly put like Yeah, like this one. Here a check. I've put a check to color it with about 50 mana gap. So if I got here like 1054, it works. And if it's 555, you see the green background gone. So it means you are having too much mana. Okay, let's go. That's the reason why some people have to use their hypothermia or frostbite to make the loop work. Okay, and the next question: how are you reaching the needed dexterity for running the alchemist boon? Actually, I have wrote it here. If you check it, I got actually a ring. I said also you have to, well, actually, yes, I got a ring with 29 dexterity, so I hit 134. And this is a ring, which cost me like 90 vines, 60 vines, because that was the only one on the market, and I need it. Okay, this is another question, and people saying, well, they cannot get the same as I do here, like the 61% of maximum life converted to energy shield. Or they simply kill themselves. Let me show you a case. If I just simply equip one more sapphire here, and I'll kill myself sometime later, or you'll see that my energy shield will draw dramatically. You see, I just killed myself, regardless the whole flask recovery here, and I exited my demon form. And let me show you the reason. Just keep in mind, now I transform again into the demon form, and just please keep an eye on my barrier invocation energy percentage gain. So now, into demon form, clear the energy. I cast hypothermia to get, and I got 72%. One cast, 77. Two cast, second cast, 83, 88, 94, 99, 100. And now I got three casts. And we know that two casts of comets will fill up my infernal flame and deal damage to myself. And the next cast will give me two again. And if you analyze the video frame to frame, you'll notice that I suddenly cast totally 6 comets in the behavior of 3, 2, 1 each cast. Meaning, and in a very short period of time. It's just how GGG calculate the energy is very weird, because the first comet, if it gives you energy, it will already fill up your energy, while the next casts will not fill up. And it's very complicated to calculate it and conquer it. So I just left it and instead suggest a ideal energy gain. And if you if your energy overflow going too much, like this, 77, 83, 100, 83, 88, 94, again 99, and you see just 33. And that I just casted one barrier invocation. That is the reason. And this will deal like about twice as much damage as you suffer from the normal loop, which kills you effectively. The reason is just simply you try to get to the exact the same energy I have suggested in my document. Like this. Here I got suggested with 11%, with 90% totally increased energy shield from jewels. You check it here. I have only one sapphire equipped. Here none of them. Here none of them. Other jewels will not provide extra increased maximum energy shield. So I have here my 90% increased maximum energy shield and 11% increased energy. And there I can get my loop working while spamming them endlessly. You see? My total energy just very slowly increased towards 100%. And because it's increased so slow, I have enough time to recover it from the extreme situation. And that's why I've just pinpointed here. Extreme deals way more damage within few cycles, and we don't want it. The larger the number is, the safer we are while doing the loop. And people saying how it could be if they got shocked. I just simply suggest that you shortly release your button and you are safe. But there's another solution. I can show it here. Let's check if I have shock. No. Yeah, this one. It has shocking ground. Let's just simply test it. This one. It has shocking ground, shocked ground, which is similar to the monsters cast shock on you. Shock on you. Yeah. Okay. Now our monsters are gone. So you check. It goes way like this. 100, which means as we are getting way more damage, 20% more damage, we are hurting ourselves also way hard, and thus we're getting way more energy shield, way more energy for the invocation. What we can do is simply, let me show you a small trick. Either you just release your button, or you can put a second comet to it. It should be here. I have one. It must be at the same level. So you are simulating that you're casting two comets in a row, like this. Don't wonder that the number here would become 1 instead of 2, but we actually still casting two comets. So you see, it's okay, very safe. And now I'm still safe here. I can spam it as long as I want, as long as I don't run off my flask. This is a simple trick, but will make you lose one support gem slot and lose tons of damage, a little bit more damage, as we have to put another one into it. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Wish you good time. Let's see you next time.